Welcome to Sathish Speaks channel. You know what is one thing which is common among all the rich and successful, which is they have the multiple sources of income. All of the rich and successful people. In this video, I'm going to explain to you that why multiple streams of income is important in everyone's life and how realistically you can have that multiple sources of income even you are a middle class person. Warren Buffett's favorite quote is, if you don't find a way to earn while you sleep, you have to earn continuously until your death. So, if you are banking, believing on only one source of income, you are just one step away from the poverty. So, I'm going to explain to you that how you can have multiple sources of income in your life. So, I'm Sathish, a financial consultant and author of this book called Untold Wealth Secrets. Also, I'm author of the second book, Middle Class to Million Dollar. Also, I write personal columns in non-investment, which is Middle Class to Millionaire. Cool. So, the multiple sources of income. You can be a salaried person or you can be a self-employed person. 75% of the income we earn it from the activity or the work we do. So, I'm not going to discuss much about the what we do for our living. Either you could be salaried, you do something, you are a self-employed, you do something, you earn 75%. That's our primary income. Now let's go to the parallel sources of income. So you take me as an example. I am a mutual fund distributor that is where my 75% of income comes from that particular activity or the work I do. So what are the other income streams I have? Because I have hailed from a very humble middle class and my father is a state government. In fact, that if you look at my father's life, my father is having three sources of income. He is happily retired, he has a home, and from that home he is getting a rental yield, number one. Number two, while he work, he has a certain amount of corpus he has earned through PF and his savings, and he invests that money and he gets interest income out of it. That's number two. And of course, he was a state government person, so he receives pension. So anything which is sustainable, he has three multiple streams of income. So it is definitely possible, even from a humble middle class background, definitely possible. So my father can sustain his income for rest of his life happily. So number one, it is not a very big task. It is not a confusing one. It is simple. Definitely, it is applicable in our real life. So let's take my own example. So what are the other sources of income than my primary sources of income? Number one is that, of course, you are watching this video in YouTube and YouTube pays for advertisement, whatever you see while actually seeing their video. So advertisement and the brand endorsements I do. Of course, if you go through my description, you can see Angel One, you can see Alice Blue, you can see Asset Plus. So brand endorsements gives me some kind of a revenue. That's number two. Apart from my primary, this is number two. Number three, yes, of course, I have written two books, Untold Wealth Secrets and Middle Class to Million Dollar. Whatever that the royalty happening from the book sales, that is the number three income for me. Number four is that while I was working in my corporate company at ICICI Prudential and in Citibank, 15 years of corporate careers, yes, I have brought certain real estate homes. And those homes are giving some kind of a rental income for me. So that is the fourth level of income, multiple streams of income, number four. And of course, whatever the cash I have earned during this business. So that I have invested in stock market, that I have invested in debt instrument, that I have invested in fixed income products. That is evening two kinds of returns for me. One is appreciation, number two dividends, number three interest income. So I consider that as a fifth level of income. If you have any surplus, put it into financial asset, that will give you the best of the returns. So that is my fifth level of income. And finally, everybody has got their own expertise, isn't it? I am sharing my own personal finance expertise, whether it can be personal finance, equity investments, or mutual fund through this particular channel. That is my own expertise, and I monetize that expertise through consulting as well. So if someone needs 30 minutes, 45 minutes of consulting, wide phone or in-person meeting, and there are some people who are approach me for their business challenges as well. If they have any problem in their business, they approach me because I am running my business for the last 5 years successfully. I help them on a business point of view as well. So that is monetizing your expertise. So that is extremely important. You could be a salaried person or you could be a self-employment. 75% of income that comes from your work or activity you do. But what do you do for your side hustle? I believe that everybody has some kind of an expertise. How you are monetizing that expertise. It is not important that you should monetize that. That can be hobby, that can be interest, but share it with your friends, share it with the community, share it with the world. We are in the world of a knowledge era now. So when you can able to share it in a simple social media or digital products, you can monetize. Wonderful opportunity to monetize. You can be a bodybuilder, you can be a sports person, you can be a musician, or you can be a person that very highly educated and intellectual person. The simple the consulting what you can offer to your the other students are how they can actually get select good colleges abroad. What are the courses available abroad? How they can actually write the purpose statement for themselves, get an admission in a good college. So that is also a monetization. You are sharing your knowledge and monetizing it. So number one, do not compare yourself with others. While I may have 6, while you may have 3, only thing what is important is that the sustainable income. Make it at least 3. One is definitely not income. Recently, I have met a client who has sold all his business. He is hitting at the age of 60 and he made a very wise decision that, okay, my kids are not going to take care of my business. Let me exit from the business while it is actually doing good. He put it a value, he bundled that business, he sold the half, he got a huge amount of cash. He sold all the infrastructure, he sold all the clientele, he sold all the expertise while he had built the brand with the business, and he exited the business while the business was doing good, and he has invested all his money into financial assets and he is happily getting 2 sources of income. Number one is always he is having a rental. That number one. Number two, he put all the money into financial assets. So he is getting interest income and he is getting dividends, he is getting an appreciation, and it is sustainable for his life. So it is not that you have to have 6 or 8 kind of a multiple sources of income, or 2 or 3 which is sustainable, do it. Or if you are in the middle of 30 to 50, always do a side hustle. That will really help. It gives satisfaction, fulfillment, and it gives you money as well. So number one, don't compare yourself with others. You have an expertise, monetize that expertise, help others. That is a simple way to create a multiple sources of income, and try to have different asset classes. So that will really help you in terms of building a sustainable wealth. So I am Satish. If you need any help in mutual fund, stock market, financial asset, PMS, my WhatsApp number there, do connect with me, happy to help you. And if you like this content, please click the like button. Please be generous, because when you click the like button, the chances of this video content reaching multiple people so that many people can benefit out of it. So keep hustling, do share your expertise. I'll meet you with another interesting video very soon. See you, stay tuned. Bye bye.